Hey guys, we are here today with Jennifer Miller. She's an amazing, not only closing attorney, but woman and friend, and we've known each other for years now.
Since I was selling real estate, I think is when we first met each other, before I was even like doing real estate law.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's a good point too. Sold real estate, so you know this process from start to finish.
Yes, which is great.
I know.
I think it makes me much better at my job because I know what's going on behind the scenes of everything. So
Exactly.
yeah.
No, it's always a good experience with you. We've done leadership together. We've been in our women's group that we're finally getting back.
I can't wait.
Yes, back and going next week. And yeah, I'm excited.
And then of course the kids.
Yes.
This year we're excited because the kids are actually in the same class.
I know.
They actually hung out for once.
That's right. So even our kids can, they already are friends. So that's so fun.
Yes.
Well, let's get to know you a little bit more. Tell me where you're from.
Well, originally I'm from McLean, Virginia, which is a suburb of Washington, D.C. And I was born and raised up there. If anybody knows Tyson's Corner, shopping mecca of the area.
I would like that.
Yes, you would. Absolutely. I grew up just a few minutes from there. It was a great place growing up. But as time went on, it's not the small town that it was growing up.
Oh.
So that led us down to Myrtle Beach because I actually went to my undergrad College of Charleston.
Okay.
So I knew that I loved South Carolina.
Sure.
And when I met my husband in law school, when I was in law school, he wanted to come to Myrtle Beach to go to the golf academy.
That makes perfect sense.
So we ended up here thinking we were only going to be here for like 2 years, and 17 and a half years later, we are here, and we're not going anywhere.
I was going to say, this is home.
Oh, yes. Yes, my parents live here now, so it's great.
Awesome. Well, good. So tell me, what do you love most about your job?
I love the people and being able to help people. And it sounds so cliche, we're helping people, realize their dreams, the dream of home ownership. And it's just so exciting to be able to get people into their home of their dreams.
Right.
And I love, first-time home buyers are probably my favorite.
They're the
just
best.
Because they're so excited. And, but I mean, I've been so blessed to have so many great clients to work with, and I love their individual stories. And my favorite story was a couple that had dated in high school, and then they drifted apart, and then next thing you know, they're back together 50 years later.
50 years.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, and they're married, and
yeah.
So I mean, I love hearing all the stories of people too. So
it is neat. It's so neat to be personal, and I'm sure you have the same thought. It's like they're truly clients for life, and it's the biggest purchase they'll ever make, and it's awesome that we're a part of that.
Yeah.
So let's hear what motivates you, what drives you in this business.
Really, I hate to say it, it's really the American dream, helping people to get there.
Yeah.
Trying to, my goal is I want everybody to be happy. And that's my motivation. And it's not just external, it's internal. Like, I want my staff to be happy. I want them to live good lives. I want their experiences. If you've got to go to work, I want you to enjoy it. So I have both that internal and external goal of everybody being happy.
This is why we're such good friends. We definitely share that, that's for sure. Very cool.
Life's short.
That's right. We both know that too.
Unfortunately, yes.
I know. So let's talk about this pandemic. What has changed, within the past year for your closings and just business in general?
We actually have not been affected, I think, as a lot of the other industries were affected with the pandemic. We've never had a down day. It's almost like the pandemic hit, we all freaked out thinking real estate was just going to take a dive, and it did the exact opposite. I don't think any of us imagined that we would be busier than we've ever been since basically, I think if memory serves me correctly, the numbers are showing that our industry is busier than it was even back, in the mid 2000s in, what we called like the heyday. So, we haven't been able to change a whole lot. The big changes are, sanitizing, wearing masks, and trying to stay healthy. We have come up with processes that, like, if I do have somebody that is sick, that they have the ability to work from home. So that's been a change, but it's hard to do this business at home, we have found. So that's been very limited to literally when somebody has to quarantine. So.
Yes, I'm sure it's all hands on deck. Very much a team process.
Yes, we have actually grown since the pandemic. We've
Yes.
actually added staff since that have all hit. So
Yeah, and you've got this beautiful new office too.
yes,
Very
I love it.
exciting. Congrats.
Thanks.
Yeah. So let's get off the business for a second. Where is the most exciting place and the best place you've ever traveled?
The most exciting place was probably Tahiti.
So funny. That is where I went on my honeymoon.
So when I
Wow.
was 16,
What a surprise.
my best friend's mom was a teacher,
Uh-huh.
and they had some great rates for travel for teachers back then.
Wow.
And so they invited me to go along. So yes, at 16 we went to Tahiti, and then we had like I think it was like a 5-night cruise like around the island, so Bora Bora, and so that's been the coolest probably that I've ever
Absolutely.
done. But what I'm really excited for is our upcoming trip. So we're
Tell
doing
me.
the crude catamaran cruise down in the Caribbean. We were
Very
supposed to do
cool.
it last year for my 50th, but we had to postpone it because they
Sure.
closed British Virgin Islands. So fingers crossed they keep it open.
Well, two of my favorite places. We have so much in common. Yes, and you will love the catamaran and the BVIs. That's still one of our definitely like family favorite trips for sure.
Yes. Well, I figure, and if they do cancel, if BVI closes down again, U.S. Virgin Islands stayed open. So you know what? We opted not to make that change last year. This year we're doing
You're
it.
going.
I don't care where it is.
I love that.
I need that.
Yes. So we're going to get serious for a moment. What is the best advice you've ever received?
Probably, it's very cliche. Just be the best you can be.
Yeah.
My
Very
dad
true.
always pushed for, it didn't matter what your grade was as long as you tried. So it's all about just trying. And I might not have appreciated that when I was younger.
Right.
But as I'm older, I now appreciate, and there are times that things happen that, mistakes happen, things happen that are beyond your control. And as long as you've done the best you can do, I know I can sleep at night and I can look myself in the mirror and be okay with what's
Absolutely.
happened.
That's good advice. Any age too, right?
Yes. Sometimes it just takes us a little bit older to appreciate that advice.
Yes. Hope our kids do that one day.
Tell me about it.
Well, this was awesome. It's always great spending time with you, and especially, just getting to know you more. And again, hearing how much we have in common. But you are absolutely just so great at what you do, and it's very obvious that it's all about helping others and being part of that, because our clients that we have together always give great reviews and use you in the future as well.
Well, and working with you is also amazing because I love that, we will brainstorm.
Yes.
I mean, we've had
We're gonna make it
the
happen.
Friday night conversation of, hey, this deal's falling apart. What can we do? And I love the fact that we can brainstorm and come up with potential options, because you actually help save that deal. So
Well, thank you.
absolutely, for picking up the phone. So
It's all about collaborating.
yes, absolutely.
Well, thank you, Jennifer.
Thank you.